Welcome back. We've got Lori Horton in Studio K with us this morning, and earlier this morning we started making some magic cookie bars.
Yes.
We're getting them ready to go into the oven, but let's recap what we've done so far.
Okay, so we started out with our aluminum pan. What we did in this one was a mixture of just our crushed up graham crackers, about 1.5 cups and 1/2 cup of butter. But I wanted to show it kind of an alternative. Tanya's a professional. So an alternative to that, if you need just like a quick one, is you can always take a pre-made graham cracker crust and just bust that up and put that in the bottom as well. So it works just the same, no butter needed. That one's just ready to go.
There you
go.
go.
So that's just kind of a quick one, you know, especially if you're working with the kiddos, sometimes that makes it a little bit easier.
Now you already had the butter in there ahead of time, so it
Yes.
was ready to go. Like,
Ready to roll.
How long is that safe to have? Would you need to keep that refrigerated if you're
You'd
doing
want to
it
keep
that
it
way?
cool, not too cold because you don't want it to just turn back into a block, but you're just kind of making that wet sand mixture out of that graham cracker butter. So you can, as long as you keep it cool.
Okay.
This was in the car overnight, and I don't know if you noticed, but it was kind of chilly last night.
Yes.
So
Just a
we
little bit.
were good to go on that. And then we just poured an entire can of that sweetened condensed milk right over the top of that graham cracker crust kind of mixture that we patted down nice and flat, and then added about a cup, a little over a cup mixture of milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate baking chips. So you can put whatever combination that you want together on that, butterscotch, peanut butter, espresso, cream cheese, whatever makes you happy. But the layering on this cookie bar is really important. So graham crackers, then that evaporated milk, then the chocolate chips, and then our next one that we're gonna put on there is just gonna be flake coconut, just our regular old Angel Flake sweetened coconut. If you're a coconut lover, you can just eat this by the handful. If you're not, this is not.
If you can't have coconut, is there an alternative that you could put in this, or just leave it out?
You could probably leave it out. You may just want to move on to a different recipe because it's really good with the coconut.
I love coconut.
I know.
Yes.
You either love it or you hate it. So, you know, you just have to make those adjustments. And then our last ingredient is going to be those just kind of chopped up pecans. You can do them as fine or as large as you want. It really doesn't matter. And you could use different nuts on this as well, or again, leave them off if you have some issues with that.
And the nice thing about cookie bars, if like half your family doesn't like cookie bars, you could just put them on half your.
Exactly. And you know, these freeze really well. They keep really well for about a week. So they're pretty flexible that way. They're kind of good for like that bake sale at school, those last minute things. And then I'm just gonna have you take that measuring spoon again, cup, and just kind of lightly flatten that down a little bit. We don't need to just annihilate it, but we just want those to be really nicely packed in and make sure that they're kind of getting squished down into that evaporated milk. So
don't be too aggressive.
Don't be too aggressive, but you can put a little bit of muscle into it.
Is this okay?
That's perfect.
Okay, good.
Just nice and flat on top. And so we'll have our oven preheated. We're going to do a 350-degree oven on this one. A little bit less if you're using a glass pan, but I recommend the aluminum or the metal. That always bakes the best.
Okay, we are going to pop this in the oven and magically pull out our magic cookie bars. How long are we cooking them for?
We're baking these for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're a nice golden brown on top.
Perfect.
So magic of television, we'll come back and they'll be done.
Yep, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you soon.